Sorry about that. I'm on mute. All right, family, we have another lesson under 10 minutes, another lesson under 10 minutes. We're going to dive right into it. Remember, the purpose of these videos is for edification, not for destruction. This is so you can learn the truth about the scriptures, not so you can destroy others. All right. So this passage is going to come from Luke chapter 6. Luke chapter 6. And we're going to go all the way down to verse 46. Right. I will always encourage you to read the chapter, things of that nature, but keep it under 10 minutes. We have to go right to the point. Okay. So it's Luke chapter 6 and verse 46. It's in red, so you know Christ speaking. It says, "And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?" Okay. We're gonna dive in the rest to it, but this is the point. This is so important. It's such a small passage, but so powerful. Why you call me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? And this is what becomes a big problem when it comes to the scriptures. We'll see something, right? First of all, we say Christ is our Lord. We see the things he tells us to do, and then we don't do it. And he's just saying, why are you calling me your Lord? Because apparently I'm not your Lord. Because when you acknowledge that somebody's your Lord or your master, you have to do the things they tell you to do. So he's saying, why are you calling me this? Why are you giving me this reverence when you're not doing what you said? Or not what you said, what I said for you to do. Okay. What did Christ tell you to do? Okay. Not, don't give me the side look. What did Christ tell you to do? You said that's your Lord and Master. So if he tell you to, that's what you ought to do. Not your pastor, not the prophet or prophet, all these things in church. The Lord Christ. What did he tell us to do? Okay, because he said many's going to come in that day saying, Lord, I did this in your name. Lord, I did that in your name. And he says, what? I'm not going to know you. Why don't I know you? Because you didn't do what I told you to do. You did what you wanted to say, but you just wanted to put a makeup on it, right? And call me Lord like you're being obedient to me. And this is what's happening. And this is what happens all the time in churches. All right. A lot of things you can see there's some similarities that they'll listen to Christ. And then there's things that they didn't get that from Christ. And this is why we, as the people, need to question things. All right. It is not disrespectful. You're not questioning God, trying to understand why are we doing this? Why is this tree in the church? Where do we find that at? Where did Christ say that? Where the Bible say this at? Right? Why are we going on this day? Why Christ was doing all these things? Look at his life. What did he do? Why are we reflecting that? And when they can start answering those things, that's when you'll get your true answers of where you at. Are you in a house of prayer? Are you in a den of thieves or a den of lies, a house of lies? Okay. Where is he our Lord and Master? We do what he tells us. All right. Listen, next part. Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and do them, I will show you to whom he is like. So, and Paul kind of talks about this, right? Not the hearers of the law will be justified. Not just hearing the law, not hearing what God told us to do, but the what? Doers shall be justified. So it's not about what you're hearing, it's about what you're doing. You can hear them, they can read these scriptures all they want. Are you doing it? Okay. You should know somebody's faith on mute, right? So you can know them on mute. If they don't say anything, just look at their actions. Would it reflect what Christ did? Okay. That's how we ought to look at things. Is he your Lord and Master? You need to reflect the things that he do, the things he told us to do. Okay? And I give the same thing to those that listen to me. All right? We're gonna read it because I don't know if you what you're saying. This is what Michael thought. This is Michael's opinion. No. Brother Michael don't have no power authority. It's from him. Okay. So how would he liken somebody that hears his word and do it? He is like a man which built a house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon the house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. And this is why some people, right, they get destroyed, right? When they come to faith, they get destroyed because what? They are not building that house. They're not digging deep and making sure the foundation is sure, right? A lot of people don't know about building houses. Sometimes you're so caught up on, oh man, the outside look good. Sometimes you buy a headache because you have to understand the things that you can't see sometimes the outside, right? You're not looking at the foundations as sure. If the foundation is bad, it doesn't matter how good everything else looks. The whole house is gonna go down. The foundation ain't right. I can't run out of time today, but he is that rock. You didn't know it. The wise man going to build it upon that rock, which is Christ. We're going to build it upon his sayings. Not what we want to do, what's not convenient to us, what he tells us to do. If he's your master. If he's not, then stop calling him your master. Just do what you want to do. Verse 49. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, just on the ground, against which the stream did beat vehemently. I messed that word up a little bit. And immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great because that person didn't put it upon a foundation. When the storms happen, when the trials happen, it what knocks it down. There's a lot of people in church that have not been built upon that rock, have not been built upon the sayings of Christ. They'll quote certain things, but they haven't been built upon it. Okay. So to see what Christ's doing, we have to analyze every aspect of our church, our congregation, beloved. What day are you going? Does it reflect the day that Christ went? What are you eating? Does it reflect what he's doing? The holidays or holy days, you'll call them, does it reflect what the Christ in the Bible teaches or what your pastor decided to put in there? All these things we have to look at and examine. Okay? This is for salvation, beloved. So you need to look at it and say, am I built upon a rock or am I built upon the earth? Okay, so we're going to read verse 46 and I'll let y'all go. Why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I said? All right. So family, let's be encouraged. Let's get into the Bible. Let's see what Christ says, what he tells us to do, and go on from there. All right. Like always, I always want to invite people. Some people might not have a teacher, have somebody to, even break down some of these scriptures with. You're always welcome. Lionsofzionnj.com. We have classes on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We got classes on Friday at 7 o'clock. We're having a basic class in the morning on Saturdays, but you have to reach out to me personally to get that one. We have a kids class at 11:30. Okay. That's Sabbath. And then we have the adults class at 1:30 on Sabbath. All right. So we got plenty of opportunities. In any of the classes, you are able to ask any question you want. Okay. That's the beauty about this. All right. So we will end it there. And like always, I say a yada haba thumb, which means I love you all. I truly do. Shalom, family. Shalom, which means peace.